our first client, the American Arbitration Association. So the American Arbitration Association is a 90-year not-for-profit. It has a long and successful history of dispute resolution for those organizations and individuals that want to resolve that conflict out of court. So this organization will handle a dispute from filing to finish, to the closing. They are literally written into millions of contracts in the United States. So, with us tonight, Vice President of Marketing, Michael Clark, thank you very much, and his colleague, Stephen Ford. So the American Arbitration Association had given us one problem. When one of the parties resides outside of the United States, the American Arbitration Association has an International Center for Dispute Resolution, referred to as the International Center for Dispute Resolution, ICDR. The organization, the larger organization, must have all of its divisions contribute to the success of that organization. Currently, the domestic caseload for the American Arbitration Association financially subsidizes the caseload, the international caseload. So the problem that's been presented to the students is the need to create the ICDR as a self-sustaining division within the American Arbitration Association. So I am now going to bring the floor back over to my colleagues, to the Arrow Consulting Long Island, and to its CEO, Vincent DeCordio.
We're Arrow Consulting Long Island. My name is Vincent DeCordio, CEO.
I'm Adeline Singh, CFO.
I'm Michael Vega, COO.
My name is Kieran Ram, I'm CMO.
So as Maureen mentioned, the American Arbitration Association has been the arbitration industry leader for the past 90 years. Its reputation is impeccable, its accomplishments are second to none, and its achievements are a testament to its organizational and operational greatness. Its international division, International Center for Dispute Resolution, ICDR, is of that greatness. It's cut from the same cloth, it's founded on the same principles, and it's run by the same people. It's time to highlight the ICDR for what it is. And the best way to do that is to rebrand it as its own entity while keeping the core principles of AAA embedded into it. What we have done is created a new logo that encompasses these ideals. This new logo embodies the reputation of AAA and pays homage to its influence while tying in the international aspects of the ICDR. The logo will be launched in 2 phases. The initial phase is shown here with the original AAA logo, the international symbol, and a banner with the name ICDR. Phase 2 of the launch will see the removal of that banner, leaving just the core symbols of the logo intact. We feel the best way to illustrate the transition from the original AAA logo to the new ICDR logo is through a video. And we've storyboarded that video concept for you here tonight. The initial phase is an establishing shot on the original AAA logo. In phase 2, that logo begins to spin. In phase 3, it continues to spin and begins to shrink. In phase 4, it stops spinning and the international symbol begins to appear behind it. In phase 5, the white aspects of the original logo turn to red, the red aspects turn to white. In phase 6, the banner appears below the logo with a static ending shot on the new ICDR logo. The entire video takes about 10 seconds, but it feels much shorter because the animations only take about 4 to 5 seconds. This is a screenshot of ICDR's website. We've made some changes to the site. Most notably, we've included the new logo on the top left corner. In the top right corner, you'll notice clickable links to various social media sites that are exclusive to ICDR. And in the center module, we've embedded the Twitter feed, so there's ongoing news on the homepage for ICDR. One major change that we made was to the banners in the center of the website. We feel there should be multiple banners that cycle automatically and that they remain clickable. The first banner will give you information about the rebranding initiative. The second banner gives you information about AAA and ICDR's grant foundation. And the third banner highlights its mission statement of integrity, conflict management, and service.
In today's era, having a Facebook presence is of vital importance for any organization. ICDR was deserving of its own Facebook presence, so we decided to create a page for them, as you can see behind me. The page has been designed in such a way that as soon as you enter, you will be able to see the latest news, videos, and articles about ICDR. Take, for example, the watch video function in the middle of the screen. This link takes you to an introductory video explaining why ICDR and arbitration could be useful for your organization. Another important function that I would like to highlight is the Boost Post function. The Boost Post function enables marketing to target the audience based on age, location, and employment. Just like Facebook, another important player that I would like to highlight is YouTube. Why even have a YouTube page, you might wonder? Well, YouTube is the second largest search engine and the third most visited page. And having content on YouTube enhances your searchability on Google. For this purpose, we created a YouTube page for ICDR and uploaded it with 3 videos. These videos provide users with vital information about arbitration and ICDR.
Introducing press release communication can breathe life into the rebrand initiative for ICDR. We recommend publishing 2 articles, which we've included in the binder, and we wrote these articles with the intention of connecting to the emotions of our reader while emphasizing the purpose for the new look of ICDR. The articles will also provide a smoother transition from the company's previous image to the new image for all existing clients. The first article, which is shown on the slide behind me, will be published before the rebrand is initiated to explain ICDR's plan and motive. Then the second article will be published after the rebrand has been officially implemented. We believe that these articles will drive rebrand interest. It will allow for instant worldwide distribution, and it will expand public knowledge about ICDR. A distribution list is also included in the binder where the publications can be easily released. And the publications will be visible on ICDR's individual web presence as well. The success of the rebrand can be measured by a quick one-question Net Promoter Score survey. This survey has been used by several different industries, and it's been proven to be an accurate evaluator of brand satisfaction. So the question that ICDR should position to its audience is, how likely are you to recommend ICDR to a friend or a colleague? And those taking the survey will rank this question from a scale of 1 to 10. And the ones that rank this question a 9 or a 10 are considered the loyal customers or the promoters. And those who rank the question a 6 or below are considered the unhappy clients or detractors. So the Net Promoter Score is calculated by taking the percentage of your promoters minus the percentage of your detractors. This survey should be conducted before the rebrand is initiated to calculate a baseline score, which will represent the current level brand satisfaction standing for ICDR. And then another survey will be conducted after the rebrand has been implemented. This new number will be compared to the baseline to measure how successful the initiative was. We believe that this survey should be the 4th banner on our recommendation for ICDR's website. While so much work has been revolved around the rebrand initiative and outreach program, marketers should not dismiss the importance of the internal audience, and that's why we created a marketing plan complete with a marketing deck, which you will see scrolling behind me shortly. And the marketing plan is based off of ICDR's business plan, as well as our own outside research, and it's made specifically for the internal management team. Engaging other employees, not just the management team, is also vital for the success of our rebrand initiative, and that's why the deck simplifies the plan's fundamental information into easy-to-follow charts and images. We recommend distributing this plan, this deck, to the entire staff at ICDR. This will create internal enthusiasm. It will make everyone at ICDR rally around our initiative and believe in its purpose.
Upon completion of our research, we as a group developed 3 recommendations to ensure the sustainability of our overall plan. Our first recommendation is that the ICDR consider adding a individual to the marketing team. As our plan came to life, we envisioned a digital media marketing associate. We prepared a job description that can double as an advertisement on job search websites such as Indeed, Job.com, and CareerBuilder. Along with the description, we created a compensation and benefits summary that will summarize exactly what the cost of adding this individual to the staff would be. As well, we gave 10 real-life examples of similar positions that were created in the 10271 zip code very recently. This study is comprehensive and was compiled with very recent data. And most importantly, it's turnkey. Our second sustainability recommendation to the ICDR is realizing that the ICDR gets paid based on the size of the case, regardless of how long or how expensive that case becomes to settle. Many competitive firms take a percentage of the administration fee for as long as the case goes on. Therefore, the longer the case, the more the competitor makes. What we have done is we have taken fee schedules from 8 top arbitral organizations, international arbitral organizations, and studied them. This evening, we're going to highlight 3. Our first is Swiss Chamber of Arbitration Institution. Swiss Chamber of Arbitration Institution, variable fees at every level, summarizing to 15%. Our second is Hong Kong International Arbitration Center, variable fees at every level. Our third, JAMS, ICDR's rival, 12% of professional fees billed as long as the case goes on. What we are recommending is that the ICDR institute a fee of 8 to 10% based off of administrative fees for as long as it takes to settle the case. What will this do? What this will do, it will compensate the ICDR appropriately while still keeping them extremely competitive.
Our final recommendation for sustainability pertains to the marketing budget. Currently, AAA allocates 3.6% of its revenue for marketing. This falls within the industry standard of 3 to 4%. We feel that since AAA is a not-for-profit organization and it behooves them to spend the extra money, they should push that allocation to a full 4%. In doing so, they will see an immediate increase of over 10% to the marketing budget for AAA and ICDR alike. We feel this overall plan and our recommendations will bring ICDR to the forefront of the international arbitration industry. We envision this as a possible Bloomberg Business Week cover 5 years from now, as ICDR begins to reach its full potential. We'd like to take this time to thank Dr. McKenzie for a great capstone experience. We'd like to thank Michael Clark for his help with the problem. We'd like to thank our entire class for all of their support throughout the semester. Thank you and have a wonderful evening.